Okay, to find the inverse of the following function, there's a process that you do to find the inverse of the function. So over here, I'm going to put what that process is. I'm going to type it in for you. Okay, so we have step 1 is to replace the f of x with y. Okay, then step 2 is to solve for, switch the variables. And then you solve for y again. And that should be your inverse. Okay, so let's do this here. Okay, so the first thing is to replace this f of x. So what we have is we have y equals 3x minus 2 over 2x plus 5. And then the second thing is to switch the variables. So now instead of, we're going to have x equals 3y minus 2 all over 2y plus 5. Now we solve for y. It sounds a lot easier than it is, so let's get working here. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply both sides by this 2y plus 5. Okay, so we have 2y plus 5 times x equals, okay, so then we're going to have on this side, we're going to have the 3y minus 2. And so then we're going to clear the parentheses by distributing this x to both these parts. Okay, so now we have 2xy plus 5x, and that equals 3y minus 2. And then the next thing I'm going to do, okay, so remember our goal is to solve for y. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get everything with a y on one side and everything that doesn't have a y on the other side. So what I'm going to do first is we're going to subtract this 5x from both sides so that it's all we have over here is the 2xy equals the 3y minus 2 minus 5x. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract the 3y from both sides so that I have it 2xy minus 3y equals negative 2 minus 5x. And okay, so now to solve for y, what we're going to do is we're going to factor out the y from this side of the equation. So we're going to say y, and then we're going to have 2x minus 3 equals negative 2 minus 5x. Now I'm going to rewrite this up here. We have y times the quantity of 2x minus 3 equals negative, I'm just going to flip this around, negative 5x minus 2, so that we're uniform. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide both sides by this 2x minus 3. And what happens is on this side, that cancels out. And so we're left with y equals negative 5x minus 2 over 2x minus 3. And now all we have to do, the final, after we solve for y, there is a fourth step, and the fourth step is to change out the y for the notation of the inverse. So it would be f to the negative 1 of x equals negative 5x minus 2 over 2x minus 3. So the inverse of x, that's what this notation means. The inverse of x is negative 5x minus 2 over 2x minus 3. So the original f of x was 3x minus 2 over 2x plus 5. The inverse of this function, the inverse of x, is a negative 5x minus 2 over 2x minus 3. So that's how you find the inverse of a function.